Hello and welcome to another episode of Live Talks with Fawole. We have the voice behind the camera. We have the wizard, someone creeping in the back, and we have the amazing Gianluca in the studio. Yay!
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Ciao, fratello.
Ciao, come stai?
I'm good. Bene, is that right?
Everything good.
Everything's good. Learning my Italian. Gianluca, my man, how do we know each other?
We met in the gym, Finsbury Park, I think, last year.
Is it last year, yeah?
I think so, like 1 year ago.
Yeah.
1 year and a half. It was like coronavirus period.
Yeah.
And I saw this guy full of energy, a little bit crazy, you know, and you were spreading energy. So I say, I like this guy, That's
Thank you.
Great guy. So I don't know, we start talks and we got feeling, and after that, we meet a few times in the gym. We start playing around. That's how we met.
Yeah.
The first time I saw you, I say to myself, like, this is the most positive guy I have ever seen in my life. I'm not joking, because that's true. That's what I
appreciate
feel.
you.
Like I see many people positive, thinking in a positive way, but like you also got not just a positive mindset, but also like the energy, when you go around. So it's like combination it's very good. It's like contagious,
Yeah, contagious. I appreciate you, man. And I think the same for me, vice versa. Although I go around like that, upon meeting you, you had great energy as well. You're a big character, do you know what I'm saying? You're a tall guy, good looking guy, strong and everything, but it's just your energy was just so accepting and so happy and so jovial. And then the fact that you're Italian, is if anyone didn't know, for a very strong Italian accent, but you're Italian as well, and so English wasn't your first language, but we communicated on a different level, and it was just like it was almost like the energy I was giving you, I feel like I got that straight back from you as well, because you were so positive, you were vibrant, you was alive, and we just started talking, and I really enjoyed our interactions.
I think you usually attract to your life people that got the same energy. So and exactly, so at the same time, if in that moment you are happy and someone is sad, it's really hard to talk with that people or to feel like connect to that people. Or when you are sad, when you're angry, and people around you are super happy, it's like, go away, you don't want to be like, what the hell, this guy,
Definitely.
So I feel, like when you're happy, you attract to your life happy people. When you feel rich, you attract to your life like money. I believe in these things, so I try to be. And when I saw you, I said, this guy is attracting a lot of good stuff. That's what I thought the first time.
I like that, man.
So
that's
how we met.
Your frequency is really good as well. Although, and anyone watching this will understand, I'm going to keep repeating, even though English isn't your first language, I have an inherent understanding of you and your energy. Even some things there's a block or a barrier between the way I talk and the way you talk. I believe we're very much the same.
They say speech is only 5% of communication.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
So that explains.
Yeah, and it's just seeing some of your stuff as well, because I'm going to ask you about your origins and all that kind of stuff, got into it. But then I looked at Gianluca's Instagram page, and it was all in Italian. I couldn't understand what he was saying. But if anyone knows me, and like he was saying, I'll be like, hey, how you doing today? Love yourself, love life, do the right thing. And it was like, you were saying the same things, but you're so passionate about what you were saying. I couldn't translate anything that you said on your page. That's the honesty. But I watched a lot of your videos because they look so inspirational, so vibrant. And then let me add, this guy's sense of style was at the fucking park, mate. I haven't sworn a long time, but every single video you look so good. You look very well put together. You had a nice polar neck, you had a jump, and you're well put together today, but you was on point on consistent in every video. I'm like, wow, this guy's got a lot of style. Where does that come from?
I start with talking about the page. So I opened this page 1 year ago, and so the goal of this page was basically to give to the other people what I learned from the books. Because as I was telling him before, when the coronavirus, for some people coronavirus was bad. For some people, coronavirus was good because they've been, they had to be in there to stay at home alone for some time, 2-3 months, And there was this period, like the first part of that period, I was spending like watching movie, doing all this stuff. I was feeling like, what the fuck I'm doing?
Like most people, yeah.
Like and after a while, a friend of mine told me like try these things, like delete all your social media for 1 week. Don't talk to anyone you usually talk for 1 week. Like just stay alone for 1 week and read these 2 books. So he gave me like Rich Dad Poor Dad, like it's a classic book. I think anyone knows. And Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah.
What's that second one?
Think and Grow Rich is
Think and Grow Rich.
Napoleon Hill is like.
You know that book? Okay.
It's a great book.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out. So Rich Dad Poor Dad. I haven't read it yet, but I will try to read it. And
That's
Think and Go Rich.
Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I haven't read it.
Rich Dad Poor Dad is like more like how to change a little bit your mindset and go from like employee mentality to entrepreneur mentality. So that's what it was about. And Think and Grow Rich is more like is
how you attract things.
How you attract things, what you have to do. It tell you that you need to have a plan, specific goal, and what you need to do to reprogram your mind, because that's very important. We're gonna talk about that. By the way, I don't want to go off topic. Like he gave me these 2 books, and he told me like read these 2 books for 1 week, and I read these 2 books, and from there, like my life changed literally, because I was like loving this book. I was spending like from 8-9 in the morning until 8 in the night reading. I was like into and I never read a book in my life.
Wow.
Since until that day.
Wow,
so
that's good.
It was like for me, what the hell is happening here?
Yeah.
And so I started reading this book, and after that I started reading many books. So I think I read like, I'm not joking, like 60 books in 2 months.
Wow.
I'm not joking. I was
well done.
Reading a lot. So if you see the video on Instagram, I have all the book behind me.
Yeah.
And also online. And so I started reading all this book, and like 2 months I got so much awareness of
it's different information.
I understood that you can change something in your life, and you can aspire to bigger things. So after I learned all these things, I decided to open this Instagram page, and the goal at the beginning was to transmit, give to other people what I learned. Rather than read a book, I tell you what's the best part of what I learned in that book. And so from that day, I start every morning making different story to the people about different topic. And so I start this page, and I grow the page from 0 to 12,000 followers in 6-7 months.
Wow.
And so I create a course, a 7 days course.
Wow.
With video, ebook, everything.
Yeah.
So I sold that.
Wow.
So 20 of that. And I kept going for a while. And after a while, this was November this year, I start slow down a little bit, I wasn't feeling the same energy in what I was doing. I was feeling overwhelmed,
You feel overwhelmed? Was that a personal thing, or was it a lot of people asking for your advice and to help?
Actually, at the beginning, when the people were asking me for advice, they were sending me 10 messages every day, what can I do? And I love, to answer to the people. After a while, it become it's I was still replying to these people, but I wasn't feeling the same
kind of energy.
And what I've realized is that I was giving more to the people than I was getting for me. When I start, I was giving to the people, but at the same time, I had so much knowledge, So the first months was let's spread this knowledge, So it was amazing, sensation. After a while, it was yes, you're giving this knowledge, you're telling to the people how to live, how to do this, how to do that, how to be happy. And then you're not the best version of yourself. You're not reading anymore.
You're not actually living yourself.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was what the hell? I'm lying to the people.
Yeah.
I felt like this.
You had a realization.
I felt like this, even if I was still working on my project. But it was I couldn't tell to the people I'm perfect, because this is social media. You know, come on, let's be honest. You know, like when you do these things, 99% of the people is like
Fake.
There is some. I mean, it depends. You know, there are level of fakeness. You know, that's what I think. There are people that go on the Lambo and say, you know, I got money and I rent the Lambo. And there are people, you know, that just...
wait, because you're talking fast. You said that they'll rent a Lamborghini, you're saying?
They rent a Lamborghini.
Yeah, because you said a Lambo, like...
sorry, they rent a Lamborghini and say, you know,
I've got a Lamborghini, but it's just rented.
It's not rented. But it's different when you tell to the people, you know, how to live, and you tell them, I'm living the same, but actually you're not living the same, but you do because you want to help them. So you know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's a bit different. When you fake that you are rich, you actually create the
false
angriness. Like you create jealousy in them.
Yeah, okay.
That's what you create. When you giving and spreading advice on something that help people, even if you are not real 100%, this is gonna actually, I think, like help better with the people.
That's so beautiful.
That's what I think, you know.
So please, I want to say that again, because I heard you react to that, and I feel that that's you've just given me something. When you're showing how much you've got, you're creating jealousy, basically, and that is the truth. It's not about it's not inspirational. Yeah, it's actually it can mess with people. And then, but if you're giving good advice, that can then be inspirational. If you're saying how you could possibly get these things, opposed to just showing the lavish trappings, it's a better way to attack it. Yeah.
The problem with social media, I think, is that's why now I delete. You know, I was having like 12,000 people, a lot of following, and I think I will get back that page very soon because I miss it. But you know, I was having like 12,000 followers, like 2,000 like for post, people send me message, you know, but at the same time I used to spend time on social media not only to create content but also to watch other people's lives, you know. And what happens there is that
you're not living
because you watch what other people are doing all day long and you think they're having a better life than you because this is what they show you, you know. And you know, and so you live always how you say, like
the dream.
You're putting other people on the higher level
pedestal
subconsciously, you know, like, but you don't do like consciously, like subconsciously, you know. And that's really bad. So I decided to delay it for a few months the app because, you know, I understood that I want to get back all my potential, you know, learn more and get back there with like all this knowledge and also with a different use of Instagram. Yeah. So after that, I download LinkedIn.
What's that?
LinkedIn.
Okay,
I don't know if you have LinkedIn.
Yeah, I know.
It's a great tool. Yeah. It's a great tool. Like
I think it is. It's your accent.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn. You're right then. I'm wrong. Sorry.
LinkedIn. Yeah.
LinkedIn. Okay.
LinkedIn. It's a great tool.
Cool.
LinkedIn.
Can I just stop you 1 second?
Yeah, sure.
It's important. You said a very important thing. Just because people are showing you their jewelry, they're on holidays all the time, certain other trappings, it doesn't mean they're living a better life than you. I know a lot of people get it and they understand it. These pictures are fabricated, but understand that isn't really, they probably got just as much problems as you have, if not more. Or they might have rented that thing to get that picture. So understand that. Don't be taken in by that shit. Right?
Yeah, but it's not easy.
I know. Listen, I mean, I've got social media, and I look at it and I could see someone on holiday or having a nice dinner or in a Lambo. I'm still like, oh, or nice sunrise. But the thing for me is sometimes I realise that they did that like last year or 10 years ago, and they're just recycling pictures. But irrespective, we're humans, so I get it. We're humans. What can we do? Yeah. But go on.
I think it's even whether they did it last year or that's the real way they live in, or their life is actually decent at the moment. Yeah, because you know, like I think there's a lot of this narrative where people say, "Oh, it's not real, it's not real, it's not real," and yeah, maybe some of it isn't real, maybe, but some of it is real. Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, there's a side of it where people should aspire. If that's what you see, because if without seeing stuff, you can't even aspire to it.
True.
So sometimes just seeing something to want and work hard towards is a very good thing.
I also think that, like, for me, if you have a goal, like watching someone on Instagram that achieved that goal, but just watching is not gonna give you any value.
Exactly.
That's what I think. It's just create, like.
No, it's just a spark. It's supposed to be.
You know what I mean?
Spark.
So if that's what I think. You like, the more you are focused on your goal, and like rather than watching other people, visualize yourself being already there. And like if you want to feel the motivation is that if you want to like feel or grow, like there are a lot of content on YouTube that you can watch. And so yeah, that's the thing. Like Instagram is a great tool, but if you make money with Instagram, so if you're using to sell actually something, it's a great tool. Or if you're using to learn new things, but we follow like too many people that we don't even know. I was on Instagram like watching story of people I didn't even know them.
What
the hell?
Where were you from?
What the hell? I'm from Rome.
You're from Rome?
Originally, yeah.
Wow.
But
okay.
I changed.
Rome, is it called Rome? Roma? It's just Rome.
In Italian is Roma.
Roma. Okay. That's where the Colosseum is, right?
Roma, yeah. Rome in English and Rome in Italian.
But the Colosseum's in Rome, right?
Colosseum is Rome, yeah.
Wow. So how was that growing up in Rome?
I mean, actually, I was born in Rome. I stayed there 3 years. Then I moved in a city like 30 minutes from Rome. So it was pretty close. It's like.
Sorry, so you're a Roman?
Yeah, I'm born in Rome. Yeah,
I'm a Roman. Hell!
I was born in Rome. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it's good. It's a great city. Like.
You're a real Roman up in there. Julius Caesar's descendants or something like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Go on. Sorry to digress.
No worry. And after that, I moved in other city around Rome. Stayed there a few more years. Then my parents broke up.
Split up.
Yeah. And so I went to live with my father when I was 12. So after that, we changed. I think from when I was 12 to 18, we changed 5 or 6 down.
You moved 5
or 6 times? 5 or 6 down.
How was that for you? If you don't want to talk about it,
it's fine.
How was that for you when the parents split? Did you want to be with your father? Did you want to go with your mother? Do you think it had an effect on you? How did that?
I mean, I think in a way or another affect every kids. It's because you are too young to understand, and so it's in a way or another. Sometimes it affects you in a good way. Sometimes in a bad way. Depends. But I actually didn't realize at the beginning, because you don't really realize straight away that this thing happened. It's like something for a kids. It's like, it's something new. Let's see. We might enjoy it. You don't know. You're young. And after that, it was. I mean, it's good to have 2 parents together, but I think if they are in a good relationship. So if they don't are in a good relationship, it's better they split up. It's better for you. It's better for them. And so I think that's.
You know what? You are still giving stuff out now. You talk about stuff you was giving out on the internet and inspiring people and the books you read and stuff.
Yeah.
But right there, you just that's a pearl. You're not a pearl, it's an oyster.
Yeah.
That's a pearl right there.
Yeah.
Because some people say they stay together because of the child, but they don't like each other, and all that ends up doing is damaging the child. So it makes more sense that you split. If it's time to split, just split, because it's not about the child. The child will still be okay. Absolutely. But if they have to go through all that stuff with you, that's when that causes more damage, I think, than you actually splitting. Do you agree?
Oh, I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah, please, Gianluca.
Even going into the gems that you gave people through what you learned through the books that you read.
Mm-hmm.
Can you elaborate on that a bit?
What did I learn?
When you went into the 1 week.
Okay, yeah. So
what were the particular things that changed your life?
Top 3.
I think that was the first time in my life when I felt myself growing growing inside, not professionally, learning new things and say, being aware that you learn something that can change, your way to see the things, your way to move, your way to talk.
So what did it teach you? What was one of the first three, like Fred said, the top three things that it taught you that made you feel that way?
I would say the first was that, you know, if you want, you can. I was working in a club at that time, and I loved the job, by the way, but you know, I was feeling, you know, like not free. So the first thing he told me that was like that if you want, there are different ways to make money. I'm not talking like a millionaire, you know, I'm not a millionaire, but like I'm telling you what I learned. And there are different ways of making money if you want, and also that if you grow yourself, the results they're gonna come.
They'll follow. Yeah.
They will follow, exactly, and also that you can spread what you learn with the people you love, and that was something that really motivates me. Really. Yeah, it's like, you know, I can you know, teach these things to my father, you know, or to my friends, or to you know, I can explain them that they also can do this, because I was like feeling I was feeling happier, and I was like, I need to give this to someone, because if I'm feeling happier, you know, he can do it as well. You know, in that time I remember I was living with some flatmates that was spending like all the quarantine, you know, like watching movie, things like this, and I knew, because I've been there, that you don't find anything there. You know, you find temporary pleasure, dopamine, but you know, at the end, you know, like when you finish the movie and you see that the day is gone, you know, what is
empty.
What does it leave you, you know? And I know that sensation, you know, and I was like living with people that used to do this, and I was doing the exactly opposite, and you know, I felt so much the difference of how they were feeling in the house. And like so much different energy, you know. I was going in the kitchen, I was eating with my headphones and listening, you know, to ebook, etc., you know, and they were watching a movie, and I was like, you know, that's amazing, you know. I was feeling, I never felt so happy in my life, you know. I don't know how to describe.
Enlightened and
empowered.
It wasn't like happiness. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't happiness. It was like, you know, you feel like you're growing. It's like. Yeah, it's amazing.
And we're supposed to grow as humans, so that's probably what he's enjoying. That's exactly,
yeah.
Go on, sorry.
Are you religious?
I wasn't, and when I start to change, I also start to see in a different way. Yeah. Because I start studying like universe, power, all these things, and so I start to change a little bit the way.
So just your belief in something, you know, your faith.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think there are two different faith, you know, the faith in God and the faith in
universe,
in yourself, and the faith in like what do you think you're gonna achieve, like also, you know, the things that are coming to you, you know. So it's like you have faith in God, is something, you know, that He will give it to you, but also you have faith in things that, you know, you will receive. I don't know how to explain.
No, that's right.
But different faith.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
There are different faith, and so that's pretty much what I learned in that. But I didn't stop. You know, it wasn't that week. You know, after that week, I remember I was in a group with some friends from Italy.
Or on the WhatsApp group or something.
Yeah, and we had this group for years. You know, and I remember that after a while, I quit the group. So I went out, and everyone was sending me a message, you know. And I told them I couldn't stay anymore with people talking about like
bullshit.
Like exactly bullshit.
I've left many.
Like, you know, I was
different messages.
I was
bullshit.
I was visualizing, you know, like my future, what I want to do. I want to do that. I was going my fair place like this, dress up. To meet new people, you know, and then you open the phone and you feel like, you know, you still feel you can't really change. I think you can't really change if you don't live.
You have to change your environment if you want to make a change.
Yeah, but also, you know, if you change environment, but you still have something with whole people, whole life, you're still gonna feel like that you haven't changed totally, because it's like for your brain, it's like, yes, okay, you want to achieve $1 million until the next year, but you're reading message about, you know, football or slot machine or things like this.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
it's bullshit.
It's like for your brain, it's like it's
like you talk to Bryce. It's like the mindset. You've got a totally different mindset.
Yeah.
I totally comprehend what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
And so I need to close. I know it's bad to say, but I needed to close all the relationship with some people. You know, like we can talk for a while, and the crazy things is people that were my friend, be my friend for years.
They understood or they didn't understand?
They didn't understand.
Okay.
They were thinking like I was crazy, you know. Because some people, you know, when you do this, they think, you know, oh, he wants to make some money, he wants to change his life, and they think it's your ego. Yeah, that's why you tell them.
Or like you say that he's gone crazy.
Yeah, he went crazy. Exactly, exactly. But what I realized that, you know, after you tell to that people that you want to talk for a while, no one come back to you. Like no one send you a message again, or
they let you get on with it.
Or
they let you get on with it.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I did. Like, you know, then I spent few times with the page. After a while, I lost.
I want to take you back though, because we digress. I want to take you back to moving around after your parents split up. Exactly. How did that? Because you never got to finish it. How did that affect you? How did you? What was that like? And what did you learn at that point?
I would say that was tough.
Yeah, because you said you moved around. Your dad moved like 4 or 5 times.
We moved many cities because different things. My sister, I have a sister. She lives in UK.
Okay.
She lives in UK. She lives in Bournemouth.
Okay, I know it, man.
How many siblings? Why you just said? How many brothers, sisters?
I got just one sister. Okay. And so she had to move different schools. So we changed the house because she went to other school. So basically, you know, I felt like I had to follow what other people were doing at the same times. And I also, you know, I think when you're young, when you are 12, 14, 15, you just are transported from other people. You know what I mean?
Say it one more time.
You just
you want to fit in.
You don't take your own decision. You know, you just do what they tell you to do. Your parents, you know, they tell you we need to. You don't have, some people, you know, I probably didn't have so much strength to say no, I don't want to do that, because we're big decision, you know, like we need to change house. You need to change house. You know, you don't say no.
You think it affected you then?
I mean, in a good way and a bad way, like, you know, because I also had to change friends and school friends. So yeah, you need to change environment. You need to make every time new friends.
How many times did that happen?
3, 4.
Wow.
Until I was 18.
Wow.
And then
it's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time, yeah.
Yeah,
it's a lot of time. And I mean, I think everything happened for a reason.
Say again?
Everything happened for a reason.
Absolutely.
And at the same time, if I think in another way, and I felt like that things made me like growing faster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also, you know, go to a new environment every time helps you to not stay in your comfort zone too much.
Yeah.
So it's good because when you grow up, you like, for example, always in a town on the same road, you feel like, you know, you need to stay. That's your comfort zone, you know.
Yeah, you stay in your comfort zone.
So when you want to change, you know, country or go to do a new experience, it's difficult.
Makes you stronger.
Yeah, I mean, it helps you like to change every time environment, so it helps you to grow out from your comfort zone. So and from that part is good. That part is good. But at the same time, it's tough.
Stability, though. Sometimes you need stability when you're young as well, you know.
Yeah, yeah, it's tough. But you know, my parents have really tough relationship after they split up. Yeah. So you know, we used to go to the judge, all these things.
Wow, she had to go through court as well.
Yeah, court. Also,
was they married and they got divorced?
Yeah, but they also because after a while I went to live with my father.
Yeah.
And there's one was my decision, you know. So,
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, but you made a strong decision then.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, well done.
At what age?
12.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I went to live with my father, so they start fighting each other
Over you.
between. Yeah, my sister as well went to my father after me, and so both of us, and nothing up very happened. I mean, something happened, but like it was not drugs, things like this.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You feel free. You talk about what you want to talk about. What you don't want to talk about, you don't have to talk
Yeah,
about.
yeah. But I mean, they split up. Then we went to my father, so they start like fighting in court. So we had to go to the judge, and a few times.
So oh wow.
You know, when we were
Yeah,
young.
you have to talk to the judge as well.
Yeah, we had to
Wow.
talk, and also to the I don't know what you call it. in
Social
English.
services.
Yeah, social services.
Yeah,
We've been there
wow.
many times, psychologists, all these things,
Yeah, it's
you
like,
know.
wow.
And I didn't need that. I didn't need that. So I was feeling like, why I'm doing that? You know, you were like forced, because when there is that situation, the court decides, you know. So there are the
Yeah.
lawyer and the court, and they say there needs
Yeah.
to be a psychologist, there needs to be a social
Social worker,
social service, how you
social
call it.
services.
And because they need these people in the middle, it's all bullshit.
Yeah, yeah. It's
I
just
think.
them people are making money.
Because-
It's bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah, because
so-
I felt like I was going there, but at the end of the day, I was feeling like, you know, that I don't need that. You know, I just need to be listened by the right people. And understand what I'm going through, what I want for me in this moment, what I think is the best thing for me in this moment, and that's it. So I lived with my father until I was 18, and we moved after when I was 18. We moved in Tuscany. Tuscany, sorry.
Nice. No, this is your accent.
Tuscany,
fine.
Tuscany.
I know, but I'm just saying it for myself, so I know. But
Tuscany, yeah. And
is that in Italy? So in France.
yeah, he's in Italy. He's
I've got bad geography, sorry.
next to like 2 hours from Rome.
2 hours from Rome. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we went to Tuscany because I found a job. I was working as bartender, so I started working as a bartender.
What age is this?
18.
Okay.
18. We went to Tuscany. I started working as a bartender, and I also started night school. How you call? Like
Yeah,
when you
night
go-
school.
Night school. Because I lost 2 years when I was 11.
Moving around and stuff.
Now one, how you call when you like they tell you cannot go to the next year.
Oh, yeah.
You held back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you lost the year, you know.
Yeah, you was held back. You was
I don't
held
know
back.
if it works like this.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
our-
you held
They
back.
don't do that here, but they do
Okay,
that
no, in
locally.
Italy, like, you know, if you don't have the right, they tell
You're not past
you need to
something,
repeat the
but
year.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know other countries do that as well. Not just Italy, but other countries do that.
Okay, exactly. And so I lost 2 years like this. Then 1 year I stopped. When I was like 15, 16, I started studying Chinese. So I left school. It's a bit crazy. I left school
Yeah.
and I starting like a different school. It was like Chinese school, you know. So I studying with a private teacher, in a university as well.
Yeah.
And I done then the international test. So I started studying
Can you
Chinese.
speak Chinese?
Yeah, a little bit. Now it's a long time. I don't talk, but I got to the 2 degrees.
You understand, yeah?
Not everything. Like it's not easy.
Which one? Mandarin?
Mandarin, yeah. Mandarin.
Proud of you, man.
Thank you.
Cool,
But
man.
like the next goal will be like to go in China, and
yeah.
because it's the only way to learn a language. I think
Yeah, to
you
be on
can
the
study
ground.
how much you want, but you need to go to the country.
Mm.
So I studied for 3 years, then I stopped because I started working, and I also started this night school in Tuscany while I was working. And so I done 3 years in that school. I got a diploma. You call it diploma?
Yeah.
Diploma? Got a diploma and 86 on 100, so good score.
So that's good, yeah?
That's good. Also, like it was the kind of school where it's called alberghiero in Italian. So
Say again?
alberghiero. It's
Say it one more time, please.
Alberghiero.
Alberghiero. So, say it one more time?
Kind of. Alberghiero. Alberghiero. Yeah.
Alberghiero.
It's like cooking school, you know.
Cooking school.
Yeah, when you learn, it's the school when you learn how to be like chef, bartender,
Yeah.
things like this, you know.
Can I just say to you,
Yeah.
that I'm just like I'm proud of you. Like, I know you, I'm knowing you more now.
Thank you.
But you talk about languages, you know 2 languages, you've learned English. For me to say 1 word in Italian, can you see how hard? But you're speaking English, so you might drop a few words or anything, but you're doing really good. I don't know what I'd be doing if I was in Italy, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So well done, man, but go on.
Thank you.
Cool, man.
Thank you.
Prego, is that good?
It's good. It's good. And what I was saying, you went to
you went to that school where
Alberghiero, and I was lucky because I was the last one to do the exams, the test, you know, the final test when you finish this all the years. And you know, because it was a school where you cook and drink, all the students before me brought to the professor like wine, cheese, all these things, you know. So when I done the test, they were a bit drunk because I was the last one, you know. I was quite easy.
I like that.
It was quite easy. I was laughing.
They softened them up for you.
Yeah, one, it was like there was a teacher woman. It was like touching me like the foot, like this.
Serious?
Drunk. Yeah.
She playing footsie with you?
Yeah. They were drunk, you know. So it was funny. I've been there. I told them what I knew, and perfect. And super easy.
I want to go to this school.
Easy.
Imagine going for your final test, and the people before you button them up so nicely.
Yeah.
The way the teacher playing footsie with you, okay, don't worry, yeah. I like that.
Nice. So yeah, after that I worked 2 years. I worked 2 years as a bartender, like catering, wedding, things like this. So you know, we make.
Can you do tricks?
Yeah, I can do tricks. I got some video. I can show you later.
Yeah,
I can
do
some tricks.
Cool. That's videos.
And so I worked 2 years there, and we used to travel a lot with a car. So like I used to get a car from my city, drive 50 minutes to like the point where we used to get all the drink, everything. After that, we used to go like 1 hour and a half to the wedding villa, because you know, in the summer in Tuscany, you know, there are all the wedding villa. So you go to the wedding villa, you do the service from 2-3 p.m. to 3-4 in the night, and you get a car again, you go there, you go back. Very hard.
Wow.
So you do all these things. You do like 15-16 hours, like for £50, things like that.
Wow.
So
for the entire shift.
Yeah, it's like €70, but it's like £55.
Yeah.
And so I used to work in this place for 2 years.
Yeah.
And after 2 years, I met a girl in another city.
As you do.
Yeah, a lot of trouble. With a girl.
As they are.
A lot of trouble.
Yeah, I can imagine. We're gonna get into that.
Yeah, gotta get to that.
But go on. Sorry, continue your story.
And I met this girl, and I changed the city again. You know, I came back to this city where I was before, and I was 20 at this time. Now I'm 20, almost 25. And
now you're almost 25.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm 24.
You're still young.
Yes, yeah. And my father used to say, he told me like, don't go there, do something different, because you know, it was a small city, you know, like small mindset, everything, you know. So my father always been like pushing me, trying to push me like on going abroad. Or do different things.
Yeah.
And so I met this girl. We went there. I've been 2 years there. But I worked in Rome 2 years as a bartender. But I was living really, really bad life. Like for example,
you didn't enjoy that part of your life.
No, I didn't enjoy it. I mean, I was enjoying because I was in my comfort zone. So you always.
You had a girlfriend.
Yeah, you have a girlfriend, you know, you have the dinner at the house, you know, you have some fun, you got some friends, but at the end of the day, you see, like, I'm 21, I'm 22, you look back, and you're always the same place, with the same people, you're not growing, nothing changed. It's terrible, you know, when you go look back, and you see that nothing changed. You have to
understand now, Luca, Gianluca.
Yeah.
This is something that's inherently in you, because some people, they're happy with certain things, and some people ain't. So there's something that was within inside you. I'm sure there's people in your town that some people don't leave the town. Something inside you that wanted more. You're destined for more. You had to go for more. So little things, you just like that. Like the whole leaving that group of bullshit. Other people be in the group like, oh yeah. But some people like, because you've grown in your mind, you're like, it's boom. So to me, it's the same kind of thing. Like you've got something in you that wants more out of life. You actually want to live your life.
Like there are some Italian people that I know that came in London from a small town, you know, so they come from like 20,000 people town, and they go to, how many are in London?
I don't know.
7 million and a half, something like that.
Millions? I don't know.
No,
millions,
it's like 7 million, something like that.
It's a lot.
I think.
It's a lot.
And imagine so that change.
Yeah.
And there are some people that love that change. I will never go back, never in my life, in a small city.
Yeah. You visit, but you don't want to go back to small city life.
No, never.
Yeah,
never.
I understand that. I understand that.
I will never go. And there are people that actually, after 1-2 years in London, and you know, they enjoy the life, they see the opportunity, you know, if you want to go out Friday and Saturday, you go everything, you know, and they go back to a small town and they stay there. I know many people that done that, you know. So as you said, you were right, you know. So like there's people that, yeah.
This is how you are. Yeah,
because you know, some people don't feel like the big city.
Yeah.
Some people don't feel doing different things.
Yeah.
So you're right.
So 2022, you started looking around and thinking, you know what, it's getting a bit boring. I don't want to keep doing this. So what was the move you made?
I think like...
What happened with the girl?
We start to have different... Like at the beginning, we were very passionate. You know what's up after a while, you know, sometimes you start...
You're young, man, 21, you're
young. Yeah, I know,
but
but it's like... I think if you're not with the right people, after a while, things change. It's always like this.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you remember what you like in 21?
Yeah, but not what he was doing.
Go on.
No, I mean, like, you know, if after 2 years you feel something change and you try to fix it, but it's still the same, and you try to fix it, something is wrong, or with you, or with her.
You're working yourself out.
Or with the relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I think sometimes when there are problems in the relationships, it's like problem that we have ourselves and we project on the relationship.
Very true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so sometimes it's not that she's not the real one, or you're not the real one. It's just that we need to fix ourselves before going in a relationship, because otherwise we will never. It'll never work. That's what I think. That's why I've been single for 3 years.
No, very true. Sometimes you meet someone that reflects you at the time.
Yeah.
But then as you're growing.
Yeah.
They don't reflect you
exactly
as they did at the time. So it's like I say, it's not because of me or because of you. It's just that whoever's growing will grow past sometimes. You know what I'm saying? To be on like a different frequency.
Exactly. I think that's what's happened with me. Like when I first went in the relationship where I didn't have, you know, much goal, anything, you know, so the times went by, and after, you know, I start wanting more.
Yep.
And she didn't, so I just start feeling, you know, that.
Because you know, at the age you're at the age where you'll feel like that, but you'll also get to a stage where you'll be the teacher. So you'll find someone with the right potential, and you'll kind of not mold them completely away from themselves, but mold them into who they need to be for you. Yeah. Rather than waiting for them to come instantly ready.
Yeah, exactly. Also, I think that, you know, like a girl need to share your goal, and you need to share.
Not necessarily, not instantly.
No, instantly, like, but long term.
But for them to even get onto your wavelength, you know what I mean? You're, as a man, you're supposed to be the teacher. So
you can. I think there's arguments for everything. I'm just saying there's arguments for everything.
There is arguments for everything, but at the same time, there's a basis for everything.
Okay.
So, and a lot of reasons why I think that as men, a lot of men are waiting for women to come to them as the kind of woman that they think is out there, that does this and she's as motivated as him, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, but you were saying you're supposed to mold them to how you want it to be.
Yeah, I think as a man, you're supposed to have a certain level of teaching. Do you know what I'm saying?
I concur.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, because when you're waiting for the instant kind of person, then you become judgmental.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, she's not good enough for me. Oh, she's nice, but she's not good enough. Yeah. When I think you're supposed to mold them to how you think.
I think I'm gonna jump in and agree with you guys, and then say I think as a man, you have to really know yourself and be yourself. And like, although they say behind every great man is a great woman, I think you have to be a great man first, like what you're saying, and know yourself. And so when the woman comes along, you can facilitate it. So yeah, I'm going to agree with you guys, but I'm going to leave you back to what, cause I jumped in and out of that. I was a bit lost in the middle of that. So
I just thought, you're right. But because of the age he's at the age where he would, because he knows that he's elevated. He knows that he's gone past certain people's level of thinking, and that can be irritating. But even like coming into the new version of you, what you realize is that you don't necessarily need to meet someone on the same level of thinking as you. It's more just the same frequency as you with the same potential.
Yeah. Exactly. At the same time, I think that most of the time when we get into a relationship, it's just because we want to feel something, like not feel like we feel something is missing now in our life, and we need like the woman to feel
to validate it.
Yeah,
validation.
No, like to feel that you are complete when you actually got some issue with yourself. I realized it on myself. Like
wow, Gianluca, man. No, it's serious. I'm saying because you're preaching right now.
No, like what you say is right, but at the same times, like most of the time I speak for myself. Like, and I used to get into I always had long relationship, like 3 years, 2 years, 3 years, and then I've been single for the last 3 years since I'm in London, because what I realized is that I was getting with the people I like, but for the wrong reasons. And wow. At the beginning you don't realize that, so you just go with a person because you need to feel complete, but actually you got a problem with yourself. So you can be alone, you're very jealous, so you got low self-esteem, that's why you're jealous, you know what I mean? So you are not enjoying the relationship, because when your girl go with some friends, you live like in fear or all these things, so you're not enjoying actually the relationships. You're just trying to feel less pain that you have in your life, trying to have someone else.
Yeah, I understand that part, but half of the time I think people are in relationships because of sex.
Yeah, but that's still like technically what you, because you know what you're doing. I will vouch for you know what you're doing. Yeah. But what you just said validates what he says. They're in the thing for the wrong reason.
No, so it's not always the wrong reason.
You can't, but you can have sex without having a relationship. But some people give a relationship just to get the sex, and that's the wrong reason to have a relationship.
You're right, but if he didn't get his mind to that place, like everybody's mind.
No, but his mind is like this.
No, exactly. I'm not saying everybody.
No, because that's what I'm saying to you. He's got his mind to a certain place where he thinks and feels like this.
I would disagree in a sense where I'm saying that's how he thinks and feels, and how you think and feel is how you think and feel.
No, not just me.
Because we've got a bit different things. So you ain't gonna get mugged off. You know that, like you just said, what you said about molding a woman. Yeah. Other people were waiting for them to mold them. So you think like that.
But that's when
he thinks how he thinks.
That's in the mode of trying to find a wife. Let's just say.
No, I'm just saying your thought process though.
No, I agree.
Like
with you.
How you think and how you think.
I'm agreeing with you.
No one can mess with you guys on certain things because of how you think.
But I just think, like the conversation is more on the general basis.
Okay.
And I think what he said is very true. There is some people that are searching for that other half of them, or to complete themselves. They're even thinking deep enough to even feel like that. Like they're thinking a bit deeper, just to feel like they want someone to complete them. Yeah. But then there's a lot of people that just want sex.
Yeah, good for them.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just discussing it within the discussion of the big scheme. Yeah. Because like I say to you, he's a man that now he's single. When he goes out and stuff, there'll be women that are just trying to throw sex at him.
No, say what you wanted to say. Why did you stop yourself?
No, I'm trying to say.
There be some women that were trying to throw pum, pussy, vagina. Those are the different names. They're trying to throw themselves at you. That's what they say.
I have some fun. I have fun and enjoying stay.
And for him, that's probably what he's doing right now. He's 24, having the most fun.
No, but that's what he realized.
He realized I don't have to lock none of these down.
I don't want to go back in jail. Yeah.
What's that?
I don't want to go back in jail.
You want to go back in jail?
It's like
he doesn't want to go back to jail. He realizes
I like this.
Yeah, probably. He's getting a lot. That's why he's in the gym.
No,
That's why he's doing all these things.
But
Yeah.
it's not, and then also, it's not the time for that.
He's
like you're
24.
saying, yeah, it's not time for that. But your intelligence is so far.
Yeah.
Like you're talking like such a wise man. I'm telling you that, Gianluca. Like, considering your age, your wisdom surpasses your age by so much.
Exactly.
And the thing is, being self-analytical is something people don't do at your age, or some people don't know how to do, or they can't figure out the problem. They'll be in problems, but they won't be able to figure out what the problem is or why they're in problems, or they're scared to even kind of like look at this thing sideways and understand things. And that is something that is within you. So like, yeah, you're an amazing person.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're amazing too. So are you. So are you. So am I. But right now it's about your life.
That's what intelligence does, because it will make you intellectualize yourself to make everything that you're doing make sense.
Yeah.
And it is making sense to you because you're enjoying it, right?
Can I ask you? You said that you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and then Think and Go Rich. Think Like You're Rich
and Grow Rich.
But Think and Go Rich. But you said after reading those two books, you read an extensive amount of books. What other titles did you read, and what other ones did you think may have helped you along your way of opening up your mind, like that was in there that people might at home might want to read, or just for yourself that really kind of opens you up?
I spent like all the things I learned from books and from YouTube. I never bought a course.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying, like, you know, you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Yeah. You read say it again, sorry.
Think and Grow Rich.
Think and Go Rich.
Yeah.
Did you read, like, I've read a book called Persuasion.
Okay.
What book title did you read? And others that you think have helped you to get to where you are now?
Okay. I read The Power, because I read some of them in Italian, some of them in English. So I don't know if the title is the same. The Power of Now. I don't know if you ever read.
Is that Eckhart Tolle?
I read that.
Who's that?
That's amazing. Eckhart Tolle.
Eckhart Tolle? Is that Eckhart? You know about Eckhart Tolle, yeah?
Yeah.
Come on. Give me 3 here as well. Give me 3. No, 3. 1, 2, 3. I have to step up. Sorry, hold on, guys, because the power of now. I'll get to him right now. Hold on. I didn't know my man. Oh, shit. Right now. God damn it. Wizard, come give me some. Wow. That's the power of right now. I'm going to show the love right now. I can't reach the back, but
Explain a bit about that book, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Really good Eckhart Tolle.
You read the book? You read the book?
Do you know what? I have not read the book.
Okay.
But I have learned about certain of his ethoses, the way he thinks.
Yeah.
The mechanics behind it.
Yeah.
And applying that has helped me so much when I was in America, when I had problems. And all we have is now, I believe. We haven't got yesterday or tomorrow. All we have is now. And we have to enjoy what you have now. You're worrying about tomorrow, don't make no sense. Hang up on yesterday, don't make no sense. The present is called the present for a fucking reason. Please.
Present,
But you can elaborate.
I agree,
You read it, because I haven't read it. I've just taken bits from it, and I've some YouTube videos as well. But go on, please.
That book is a book that talks about like the present, as you said, the present moment. How is important is the present moment. How is important. One of the things we were talking before, like about relationship, the problem you have with yourself, then go inside the relationship, inside the other people, and so basically talks about meditation. If I'm not wrong, also. So basically, it's a book that teach you how to be happy in any moment, and how to be free from fully free from all the fear, the fear, the anxiety, all these things. It's not easy, because most of the time we read a book, we say, oh, it's amazing, and then we go back to the old life. So it's like, I think it's more important to apply the book
in life
than the read.
I'm glad I asked you that question, because you say it's not easy, but anyone with half a brain, if you think about it, you can plan for the future. You can be frugal. You can learn from your mistakes in the past. But if you're not worried about anything, something that hasn't happened, you're good, because certain things just haven't happened. You worrying about it doesn't change it. And if it's past already, you can only but learn from it. You can't go back and change that either. Yeah. So technically, if anyone just wants to listen, all you have is right now. That's all you got. and it's on you. The onus on you to enjoy it.
Yeah.
In whatever way, shape, or form. If you want to be, oh my God, I can't tomorrow. I'm gonna. You're wasting your time right now enjoying yourself. It's just mad. So I can't comprehend how someone couldn't comprehend that. Not trying to be cliche, but you know what I mean. I'm so impressed. I know you're a learned man, but I'm so impressed. I know you're learned, but I'm so impressed. Go on.
It's true, but at the same time, it's the most difficult things.
Yes.
Imagine people that live 20, 15, 30 years in one environment and try to tell them live in the present. Imagine people addicted to gossip, addicted to problems. Because people that talk about gossip and problem, because they are addicted, you know. They like the feeling they have, you know, when they talk about these things. So they need it. It's not that they are bad people. They just need it, you know.
Yeah.
And but that's the point, you know. That is this why it's not easy, you know. It's not easy for
in theory, it's easy in theory,
hard.
but
it's very hard.
to apply these things in life is hard. If you manage to apply them, though, you can have a better life.
Absolutely.
But like I understand totally, but as human beings, we create our own barriers, we create our own problems. Like you said, we project things like people who are just addicted to gossip, or they don't feel like they're alive.
It's programming. We've
yes,
been programmed.
Unless they're trying to, unless someone's getting hurt, they're not happy. Or unless they're hearing about bad news, they're not happy.
Like you said, we've got to reprogram ourselves. You spoke about that earlier.
Yeah,
you know?
No, I didn't say about.
We was talking. We kind of quickly went over it, but it was about, you know, like one of the books shows you how to reprogram your mind.
Yeah.
Because again, we've been programmed. Yeah. So reprogramming is very important. Yeah. For even our way of thinking.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It is.
So I want to move on now to, you decided, boom, you know you don't need a partner. You're out now, 22, 23. When you
yeah, I was.
Where was that? When did you come to London?
3 years ago.
2 years ago.
3
years ago. So that was almost a pivotal point where you left that person. You expanded your wings. You came out. You came to London, right?
Basically, there was a period where we were arguing.
Disagreeing. Yeah, you're right. Disagreeing.
And so we
debating.
We split up like few times. Then we came back. You know how does it work? You know, you split up a few days, then you go back. You know, it's bullshit. And after a while, we had a discussion, and decided that I want to go to London. It was already an idea, but like, you know, after all these things happened, I said, you know, I don't want to go back. And then
it's like they call it the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah,
it's the end. It's the final straw.
Yeah, you feel like, you know, that you need a change. So I told her, you know, I want to go to London. I'm leaving you.
Wow.
So she started,
I'm leaving you.
Yeah. So I remember we met in the car that night. She wasn't expecting that, and I told her, you know, I decided to go to London. And so she started crying.
Wow.
You
Emotional.
know. Yeah. So and I cry as well, you know, because you feel sorry.
Yeah. If you loved her, you loved her.
It's like, yeah, you love and you feel sorry for like how she gonna feel. You know.
Yeah.
And so in that moment when I said, you know, that I want to go to London, we were single, you know, so we split up.
You were split up.
Yeah,
already.
so I met her and I told her like, I want to go in London.
Yeah.
So she started crying and she said, why you didn't tell me? We still can have a relationship even if you go in London. And, you know, at that moment I said, you know, okay, let's try, you know, but I need to change environment, can't stay here anymore, can't do this life, and you know, I can't do it. So I went to London. I arrived in London was February 19. Yeah.
2019.
Yeah.
Just before COVID.
No, COVID was the year later.
Yeah, just before COVID. Yeah,
1 year later.
Yeah, before COVID.
And so I came here. I booked a hotel in Stratford.
Wow.
It was really bad.
Of course it was. Where you go? You ever really need to fucking Stratford, man.
Like, yeah, it was really bad. Like a room. You know, but imagine.
Was it hostel or hotel?
Huh?
Hostel or hotel?
It was like, no, it was an hotel, but really bad.
Okay.
Like, you know, really dirty.
No, we say Stratford already, yeah.
So when I arrived at the airport, you know, I had to get a taxi because I didn't know how to get any train. I didn't speak one word. So I arrived here. I just had the place booked, and so I got a taxi. I went to the hotel. I spent the first 2 weeks like I couldn't cook, so I eat McDonald's and stuff. And after a couple of weeks, I started looking for a job. I met this guy that used to work. He was a manager in Annabelle's, and I told him like there is any open position there. I used to be a bartender in Italy, very good bartender, but I couldn't be a bartender here straight away because I didn't speak English. So it was impossible, to go straight away making drinks with the customer, because if you don't talk English, you can be, the best what you do, but if you cannot take an order, you can work. So I start as a barback. So I start working very hard, like imagine, like passing from making cocktail, throwing bottle, to fill the fridge with coke and
you need integrity. Sorry, you need integrity to be able to, because you went down,
really, like,
but you had to work. You had to be strong inside.
Yeah, washing glass, all these things, change the bean, people. I remember, that there are because when you're a barback, bartender gives you order, basically, they tell you do this, and I was feeling really bad because I was watching like people with less experience than me that didn't know how to do anything. Like, I was feeling, better on the bar, telling me, do this. And some of them were really rude, Dickheads, like, do this, why you didn't do that, do this, And it takes like strength in that moment.
Integrity. Yes.
Because you need to keep your mouth shut, your head down, and work hard. So after 6 months, I remember I lost 15-20 kilograms when I arrived in London, because it was really hard. I used to walk a lot, like 12-hour shift. You always work. You sit one time when you eat, the rest of the time you walk. You walk, so you burn a lot, so you cannot eat, etc. And so I've been there 6 months, then I got the promotion. I started working behind the bar, and I met very important people, because, the club is like...
What was the club again?
Annabelle's.
Annabelle's. Is that picture on your status? Did that come from Annabelle's?
Yeah.
Is that from Annabelle's?
Yeah.
Well, my man's with Vin Diesel,
Yeah.
Don't play. It's him. No, just him and Vin.
Come on.
Like I know, but he's him and Vin Diesel. He's like.
Yeah, it was the funny thing. I'm not gonna tell you some funny thing. Can't tell everything. I don't want to be sued.
Say what you can.
Well, like there are very important people in that club. But when people like Vin Diesel, I see also John Cena, people like this, come in that place, they're like, everyone is looking at them. Yeah. Even if they're like VIP. I don't know how to tell you. So even if he's billionaire, he's looking at them. Like, oh my God. And he's a good guy. And, I asked him for a picture, he said later. So I thought, like, it was like a no, when you say a picture, they say later, they will not come back. But when
you respected it.
No, he was taking the lift. He looked at me. He came there and he told me, like, give me your phone. And he made a selfie. It was amazing because it's not like a picture with someone made a picture with him. It's like he made a selfie with you.
Yeah,
so that's amazing.
It's a cool fucking picture as well.
Yeah, it's a cool picture.
If you see it, it's so cool.
It's a cool picture. And so I worked there for some times. And that was really good. Then coronavirus arrived, and then COVID-19 arrived. So we stayed at home a few months. I'm happy because probably if it wasn't COVID, I wouldn't change my talks.
You'd have grown. You've grown.
I wouldn't have grown.
You've grown. Yeah, you've grown.
So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, like my learned friend behind the camera, we have this conversation quite regularly because it affected everyone around the world. That good things and bad things came out of that time. Like we say this a lot. So this is a success story from that, as far as I'm concerned. It's a good thing that came out of that. That you're growing and growing and growing. Yeah. So go ahead. What's what you doing now with yourself? What are you doing at the moment?
Okay. What I'm doing now is I'm connecting buyer and seller in different opportunity. So what I want to do is expand my network as more as possible, like meet new people or LinkedIn, going around in London, Zoom call, things like this. You know, you meet new people and you try to understand what's their needs, because people that got so much money, you know, most of the time they don't look for more money, they look for something else. So if you go to them and say, oh, listen, I have this opportunity, you're gonna make money on that, they don't really care, you know. So I realized some of these things. So you need to understand what drives that people, if it's a passion, if it's change the environment, if it's like leave a legacy. There are many things, you know. So what I do right now is like trying to understand what a successful people is looking for. Desire, you know, if he's looking for, you know, if he's in the real estate market, you know, and you know that kind of person got budget, got money, and is looking for some kind of opportunity. You say, okay, perfect, nice to meet you. This is my number, etc., etc. And when you come across opportunity like that, you're gonna call that guy and say, oh, listen, I have this opportunity. You know, so that's what I'm doing right now. And so right now I'm very, very close, but I don't want to do too close because
you're gonna get what you want. You're gonna get what you want.
But you're basically a consultant.
Not really, because you need to have probably a financial degree for that.
No, you don't.
No, I mean it depends. If you do financial service.
No, but to call yourself a consultant, I don't think.
Yeah, you could middleman. You can call middleman.
I like that. Like that's a bit more darker than diamond, but yeah.
I like that. A consultant like me. If I do music, I've done music videos, and I do directing, I do media, and I could be a consultant in those areas.
Yeah,
and no one couldn't tell me that I couldn't be.
Yeah,
because I've got experience in those areas, so it's like I know what I'm talking about, as you know what you're talking about. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, a consultant in your area. That's what I think. That's what I believe you are.
I believe you are as well. I'm not giving your name, but middleman. But if you, because of the way you go into things and try and analyze them and understand them so well, you now the other person doesn't need to.
Big consultant.
They don't need to, because you know what it's. If I want to buy that hat. You can tell me everything about the hat, where it's come from, what it does, all that stuff. So you're consulting me on that. All I see is the hat. It's a beautiful hat. But then you'll tell me, okay, it's made of this fabric, comes from here, there. So it works for me. So you are a middleman. Yeah. But you're so much more than a middleman. The same way you're a barman, but you're more than most barmen because you know more. I think it's the same kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question just for live for 2 seconds now.
Yeah.
You ready, yeah? So have you got any advice for anybody that's come out of the town you're from, any young men in life that are aspiring to do better, to grow, to make their lives better? What advice would you like to give to somebody now, please? Just talk to the camera over there for me, please.
My advice would be try to always go out of your comfort zone and try to do every day something that scare you, and I think set your goal higher, because most of us set goal really low. So I think that we are capable to set higher goal, and we need to set higher goal. So I think that's an important thing, and then work for that goal, you know, and become the person you need to become to achieve and reach that goal. That's
lovely. I like that. I got no respect. I like that. No, that was good. It's for real. I like that. Yeah, we're good on that. Have you got any questions? Any more questions for Gianluca?
Yeah. So, coming from Italy to London, what? How do you feel like in terms of change? How did that change you?
I think they opened my mind a lot. Because Italy, I don't know if you've ever been there, but Italy is really very close mind country, very close, very close, and is one of the most ignorant. As that's true, you just see the data. Italy is the last country in all the Europe about talking English. The last.
Seriously?
The last, yeah. But the last.
Yeah.
So if you go there and you don't talk Italian,
It's fucked.
it's really bad. And also the people, the bad things about that is the Italian people are getting all the information in Italian. So imagine what that means. It's like you live in North Korea, because if you don't speak, it's not like North Korea, but it's like if you speak only Italian, imagine where you're getting all the information from media and Facebook.
Get it.
You know what I mean?
Get it. So you're only getting information from in Italian from Italians.
Yeah.
So whatever they're given, they could say, "Oh, this bottle of water is."
School.
Yeah, but So it's just it's their interpretation.
But it's dated. He's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
So it's very hard, like for the people, because they see only what's going on in Italy or what the Italians say about the war. And by the way, when I came in London, I think helped me to open my mind a lot, because I was still close-minded Italian.
Yeah.
And it was like living in a big city, also helps you a lot
Yeah.
to understand the opportunity that there are, also the problem, and also you need to be careful. You can't do the same things you do in a small town.
Yeah.
So
You gotta be sharp.
Yeah, it's
Gotta
really
sharpen up.
I used to live in Marylebone.
Yeah.
If you go where is the basketball court in Marylebone.
Marylebone. That's West London.
It's like
Marylebone's West End.
It's like Becker Street.
Yeah, West. It's like, to me, it's West End, but it's near West End, but it's West London to me. It's like going over.
By the way, I was living there. It was like a very dodgy area. Like I remember I got my I got my windows, and there was the street, and there was people like with big knife like this fighting.
Wow,
It's really dodgy. It's really dodgy. So you need to be also careful in London. But I also think that everyone says it's dangerous, but I also think that if you don't look
for trouble, you understand
look for
stuff.
trouble.
Yeah.
It's not that dangerous. I might be wrong. I don't know. I've been here.
I think everywhere in the world has got dangerous parts and nice parts.
Yeah.
And depending on how you conduct yourself and carry yourself, I mean, there are some places that are more dangerous than others. But in the city, if you conduct yourself well and you move in the right directions, you won't really get as much trouble as you would in certain other countries. Can I ask you just one question? And because we're going to start wrapping up now. Let me ask you about your tattoos.
Yeah. That's my name.
Okay.
It was my first tattoo.
Okay.
It was a bit stupid because you wouldn't write. Yeah. You shouldn't write your name. But I done it in Chinese because I was studying Chinese. So it was like the thing to ask to me if I was 15, when I done this. So I was like, Dad, I want to do a tattoo. And this is for my father. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know how you call this.
Dad. Oh, that's a compass.
Okay. And so this is for him because I think he done a lot for me.
Yeah.
And this supposed to come with this.
Okay.
So I need to complete it. That's really bad. I done this to a guy that didn't even finish. So
you didn't finish it?
Didn't even finish. So I need to complete. And this is
That's painful. That is.
That's not. Yeah, here it's very.
That's
painful.
The most painful place to get a tattoo. Yeah. Anyone who wants to get a tattoo, forget the inside arm.
Here it's very.
It's so painful.
No, yeah, here is painful, but here is more painful. Like
under
the arm.
I've got something up there, mate. So.
Okay. That's.
I'm not just saying it. I know it.
Also with color, really bad.
Yeah.
And that's I don't know. You call this
an owl.
Owl. Yeah.
Just watching you.
I just like this animal. So.
It's nice.
And but I think I need to now when I have some time. I want to
finish them up.
Like. I don't know, make prettier,
Make it prettier, make it nicer.
Make more sense because I was very young when I done that. So it's like, you decide to
change it up.
Yeah, you decide to do a tattoo, but you are not really sure. You just, in the moment, you want to do,
You're still young now, my man.
Yeah,
still young now. You're not 25 yet?
24. 25 in May.
That's a quarter century. Have we got any other questions for this young man before we wrap up, sir?
What do you want for your next 10 years?
Yeah, good question.
Very good question.
Yeah. I think I want to become the best version of myself, and what I mean by that, feeling really free and happy in anything I do. because right now, you know, I'm happy, but I'm not happy all the time. I'm not feeling free all the time. I think no one is you know, like happy all the time, I think. And so my goal is like achieve the status that I had for few months 1 year ago when I started to change my life. I had, you know, one of my, I felt like invincible, you know, I could do anything, you know, anything. I felt like really strange. And so I want to go back there, but I want to stay in that state, like probably less than 10 years. And after that, I want to change a lot of lives, help a lot of lives to change with some of the advice I can give them. And then I want to make, probably might be sound crazy for you, but like 100 million is the goal in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
And
what's that?
100 million.
100 millions.
Hundreds of millions. 100 million.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it.
I know.
You're gonna do it. YG, you're gonna do it.
Yeah, this is gonna be a soundbite from you know what I mean?
Yeah.
10 years from now.
Yeah.
Back at it.
Yeah, I like that.
Right place.
Let's go. You know, I think everyone talks about like change the world, make the world a better place. But I think if you really want to change the world and make a better place, it's really hard to do it by talking. You need to make money and go and change the world. I think that's the best. Because, you know, if you make 100 million, how many people you can help? How many homeless in London you can give food to? How many people in Africa? How many you can build? You know,
You can do something
can
with it.
do
Yeah.
something. You know, if what you can do now.
Yeah.
What I can do now. You know, I can buy, you know,
Can talk
a
about
sandwich to a homeless. Sometimes I do. You know, to the homeless on the Tesco, you know, things like this. You cannot do much. So, you know, we are good to say, oh yeah, I'm good. I want to help. I think if you want to really help people, you need to. Because some people don't want to help people. Some people make money.
I agree. Yeah, you're right.
But if you really want to help people, you need to make money.
I like
100%. I think that.
Gianluca, it's been amazing having you on the show, man.
It's been amazing for me as well.
Thank you for coming, man.
Thank you so much.
That's Live Talks with Fawole. Voice behind the camera, the wizard. Come on! And the amazing Gianluca.
Thank you.
So, man, thank you for coming in, man.
Thank you so
Really
much.
appreciate it.